There you go. All right.
We're back.
Everyone, welcome back to Call of Beauty Medical Aesthetics. Matt.
Shannon Hatch here.
Yep. Yesterday we kind of did a little bit of an introduction. We talked a little bit about why Shannon got into the industry, why she's so passionate about it, and what she can kind of do for you guys. Today, we're going to be unveiling our first product of the many. So without further ado, Shannon, if you would kick us off.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining today. Let's start off by doing a little bit of an introduction by the company that VTech System is distributed or comes from. Promoitalia Medical Aesthetics is a medical aesthetics company that's been in the industry for 30 plus years, I'm quite sure. And they have over 100 skin boosters and regenerative type products, biostimulating products, biolifting, all different types of ingredients to use in conjunction with all the procedures that you as a patient are having if you're listening. And for those that are providers, these are all things that you guys can incorporate in combination with your skin pens, your Cosmo pens, your microneedling, RF microneedling, also with, post-ablative laser. So we've got a lot of fun stuff here. And here we go. So VTech System is the first ultra-sensitive cosmetic system. And what's unique about this system is that most exosomes that are on the market are human-derived. And our system comes with a VTech serum that you're going to use within the treatment in the clinic room, and also a VTech mask, which we will unveil as well, that you can also use as a post-procedure product to speed up the recovery. So what's great about the VTech system is that we have our cosmetic system with PDRN, synthetic exosomes, and plant stem cells. And this is a perfect cosmetic kit that's going to give you a skin rejuvenation outcome immediately post-treatment. So what I love about it is I helped introduce microneedling into the market eons ago. And the thing was that the patient always was having downtime, right? And we wanted to help speed up their recovery. So with VTech, we've got a high molecular weight of polynucleotides, 2%, synthetic exosomes with biomimetic peptides, illegal peptide 20, acetyl decapeptide 3, and plant stem cells. So it's a very, not a very viscous solution. And you're going to pull 1 to 2 cc's and apply topically immediately after RF microneedling or ablative laser or Moxie or any of the treatments that you guys are offering within the clinic. VTech can also be incorporated with. So Matt, do you want to tell us a little bit about the VTech mask?
So the VTech gel mask, that is a low molecular weight polynucleotide 1% and acetyl heptapeptide 9 gold carrier and a copper tripeptide 1. Now that sounds super cool, but with everything going on with peptides today, we all know kind of where they're heading with this, right? Polysaccharides purified by snail slime and low molecular weight linear hyaluronic acid and aloe vera. And that, to me, sounds pretty amazing. I almost want to rub some of that on my face right now.
So what's great about VTech, Matt, is that it's biolifting, it's biostimulating, it's moisturizing, it's going to increase the proteins in the extracellular matrix. It's going to increase cell turnover and help with collagen production and bringing all the juice to and the moisture to the places that we need it most. And it's also going to give a relaxing effect on the skin lines and wrinkles. And, I like to always, I'm a straight shooter. And so I've tried all these procedures. And what I love about VTech is my issues with my skin has always been texture and acne scarring. And so this has worked wonderfully in combination post-surgery, post-scarring, post, different types of removal of, injury and tissue removal, and apply it immediately to help speed up the recovery. So this kit is going to give you an immediate skin rejuvenation effect, with moisturizing, hydration, immediate glow. So I always like to say, we want to have the patient go home looking luminous and bright and tight. And so VTech would be a wonderful addition to your practice. There is an extensive VTech line. So we're going to just focus on the VTech serum and the mask today. But let me unveil, while Matt can go through a little bit more if he wants to touch on anything else, let me unveil the VTech. It's hard to get out of this box sometimes.
They do have such fancy.
So when you get the mask, it's going to come packaged with 5 vials and 5 masks. Okay. And so you're going to pull, like I said, 1 to 2 cc's. You're going to pull it into a syringe with a cannula, and you're going to apply topically after the treatment is done. It can also be used during the treatment as a slip. So if you're planning to do that, you may want to pull a little bit more product. But what's great is the ROI, and we can go into pricing and how you would do that strategically in a little bit too. But this is a great place to start, because those of you providers that are looking to add a skin booster or exosome or a product, that's affordable for you and to the patient, this is a great product, and we can discuss pricing. So anybody that's interested in any of these products, please reach out to us directly through the channel. And then we can get you in touch with the right distribution channel, through Promoitalia. So there are post-procedure products. There's different biocellulose masks in this. There's things for hair restoration. The list goes on. So let's talk a little bit about polynucleotides. So they call it the nucleotech lifting effect. And so polynucleotides, aka PDRN, are DNA fractions of organic origin that have the ability of stimulating fibroblasts by increasing the vitality and the production of collagen and other components, and helping with the extracellular matrix. And so they have a very strong antioxidant effect, which is great. We all want antioxidants, right? And thus it reduces the negative effects of cellular free radicals. So we're going to stimulate cell regeneration with the polynucleotides. And I think I forgot to mention that VTech is tissue regeneration technology. So there is a huge scientific background, that we can dive deeper into too. But we're going to stimulate the process of DNA synthesis. We're going to have anti-aging and antioxidant properties, and we're also going to promote the synthesis of new collagen. So who doesn't want that, right? We want the plumping, the hydration, the volume, the lifting that we all had in our 20s, right? So VTech is a very affordable system to get started with. Again, like Matt mentioned, that the packaging is beautiful. So great for your social media and marketing. They have wonderful training materials as well.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to the marketing side of things, guys, I want to emphasize to any providers out there, this is going to be a big seller either way when it comes to not only getting results, but also getting people through the front door, because Promoitalia has some really, really incredible marketing when it comes to, I mean, I haven't seen any other product yet to date, in my opinion, that has went as far as Promoitalia has in terms of making sure that they emphasize, hey, we make an incredible product and we're gonna pay the money to advertise this properly, and they have. So,
and they have their own pop culture. It's pops of color. They've got lots of, again, marketing materials, tons of trainings worldwide. They're in 80 different countries.
Very luxe.
They're flashy. They're Miami. They want to give you guys the tools that you need to be successful. So VTech is a great place to start. And then you'll love the post-procedure mask that also comes in the kit. So if you're interested in getting started, please reach out and we can discuss pricing. And for patients, if you're looking to have VTech serum or exosomes or PDRN or the mermaid facial or any of the fun procedures that we're working with, please reach out as well, and we'll try and find a local provider in your market that offers the treatment. We'll do the best that we can.
So now with the mask, when providers have some of that left over, now this is a great thing to use after any of the other procedures that they have too
Laser,
as well, right?
Moxie, BBL. If a patient even had some injections done and you were kind of concerned about a little bit of swelling or inflammation, could also be used topically with that.
And now downtime with using VTech, they've been shown to have.
It's going to cut the downtime in half or more.
Okay. For any of the other procedures that are being done out there.
Yes. That's my opinion, 1,000%. Other trainers might tell you different, but in my experience with microneedling and all the devices that we've used throughout the years, with the downtime used to be considerably more. And then we would put an HA on and they'd be out the door. Okay. Now instead we can add the PDRNs, your things like Nucleoskin or VTech,
which has been a big seller.
That's going to speed up the recovery.
Yeah.
It's going to cut it in half. So that way the patient doesn't want to go home with the swelling and the inflammation, right? Patients, you want no downtime. So this is a great skin booster to add in conjunction with. There's so many different directions we're going to go with this channel. And some of those will be to help you guys create VIP, different types of VIP programs for your patients, skin booster menus. And this is the best place to start. This would be my go-to if I were providing any types of aesthetic laser treatment services in my clinic, because it's an affordable treatment for the provider, affordable to the patient, and it's going to help them go home happy, right? With no downtime. So
absolutely. Now is an inexpensive approach as VTech's exosome, their VTech system that they've made it for the providers. They're able to, if they wanted to, they could use this stuff in every almost every procedure that they do. They could add this on,
and their cost isn't that much compared to other things, right?
It would help with the healing. It would help with the inflammation. It would help with all of the aspects of the actual cellular regeneration,
recovery, scarring, healing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we love
even less scarring. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So like even if you pull up, even in here, Matt, if you want to scroll up a little bit, there's some wonderful before and afters. Guys. Let's talk. Wait, let's stop here first. Let's go. No, right here. Yep. Let's talk a little bit about exosomes, just for more content. And so, because we're all learning about exosomes, right? I've worked for a few different companies, and most of the competition out there is exosomes that are human-derived exosomes. Right. So the difference with ours is that we don't use human-derived exosomes. We use plant stem cells, and we're using synthetic exosomes.
So I'll read this off here. This is about exosomes here, just so people can have a better idea of what exosomes are, because I think I've actually called on a lot of people that never even had any interaction with exosomes, maybe never even heard of it before. So
it's newer to the industry. All these things are huge in Korea and overseas, and skin boosters are brand new to the US in the last couple of years. So and now we're being flooded. You guys are having a million options, but not all of these distributors and manufacturers are created equal.
Not like Promoitalia. All right, so now we've got exosomes are nanovesicles expelled by exocytosis from a large number of human cells. They present a double membrane as the cells themselves and contain one or more specific information. Human exosomes are potentially dangerous as they can present membrane antigens capable of triggering a violent immune reaction. Now, exosomes contain information Exosomes contain information such as proteins, messenger RNAs, double-stranded fragments of RNA called microRNA, and HLA class 1 and 2 molecules that bind antigens like cells responsible for presenting antigens.
There you go. Synthetic exosomes. This is what we want to get into, guys.
Yeah, so Shannon, take over.
Okay. So synthetic exosomes, VTech system technology. So the biggest thing when exosomes were launched is that people were concerned when we got started with the human-derived, how the patient was going to tolerate it, what was going to happen, was there going to be side effects or downtime or adverse events, right? So we're going to avoid all of that with synthetic exosomes because we're going to avoid the risk of excessive cellular stimulation with the consequent effect of rebound to negative feedback, and above all, to avoid overstimulation. The immune system, the research of the VM laboratories has developed a double membrane synthetic exosomal system devoid to antigen receptors capable of carrying biomimetic peptides without causing excessive stimulation or immune reactions. Synthetic exosomes guarantee perfect conveyance of these peptides, no overstimulation. There is really no risk because it's studied, it's created in a lab, right? So we know what the outcome is going to be. We know if it's going to be
and we know
in good condition when it arrives to the provider.
And we know that what human exosomes, we know exactly how big they are. And I think they were like 40 nanometers to 240 or something like that. And that, don't quote me on that, guys. Somewhere in there. But I know that they had made these synthetic exosomes, these envelopes to carry information. Mm-hmm. They have made these the exact size within the parameters of a human exosome. So we don't even, our bodies don't sense a difference. And they basically just bring that information that we're trying to bring in there and say, hey, you guys need, you need to heal. I need you cells to wake up and start healing.
Yep. It's like building the foundation of a house. We're starting all over. You take that envelope, they put the PDRN to stimulate. You've got the bio-lifting effect. You've got the tightening effect, the brightening, and then you've got the healing and the anti-inflammatory effect. So all of these ingredients work well together to calm everything down. And so we don't have to worry about the risks that we've seen in the past. I haven't heard, to be honest, a whole lot about adverse events with exosomes, but what's great about this is we don't have to worry about that with the VTech system.
Right.
Okay.
And there hasn't been one yet.
I have had nothing but excitement.
And this has been years. I mean, years that
the product's been around for years, but it's new to the US.
Guys, this is not a product that's brand new. This has been out for quite some time. They have had a huge amount of success with this. It's in almost 100 countries. I mean, we're talking the company 25 plus years in the making. And
30 years.
Italy, they're double stamped. They got a stamp that companies here wish they had. I'm telling you, this company.
They know what they're doing. They're going to give you guys the tools at affordable price, and for you, the patient, you get to have all of this. Targeted tissue stimulation. Let's keep going a little bit further, Matt. We don't need to go through all this. Mm-hmm. Let's dive into further.
Look at the clinically proven results. So that's pretty awesome.
Overwhelm you with this information. I can send you guys all the presentations, the PowerPoints, and the webinars. But let's scroll down. Keep going, Matt. I want to go to the before and afters.
I think that would be.
They're at the very end.
Oh, are they?
Yep.
Okay.
Here we go. So let's start here.
All right. Oh, look at the wrinkles. I can already see the wrinkles.
Softening here.
Mm-hmm.
Brightening. Okay, so let's scroll down more. Look at the difference in the texture and her pore size. This is before and after 3 sessions. I don't think any patients would be complaining about this outcome. The brightening effect. She's got dark spots gone here. Here, the texture.
Mm-hmm.
Fold through here. So let's go a little bit further. So
Wow.
this looks like to me like a burn or some type of injury. And they applied topically, and look at the amazing results with this scarring. Before and after 3 sessions. Looks like they may have done some off-label treatments here. Let's scroll a little bit further,
Wow, that
Matt.
is incredible. Look at like right in here. These, okay, the TV is not going to do it justice, you guys. You've got to see it on the computer. This television is not going to be the same as what we have for a presentation at all, because if you could see what I was looking at, you'd be like, wow, no way. So can't wait to get this to you guys if you want to see it. So, but anyway, go ahead.
Keep going, honey.
Okay.
Let's look at this one. No, go back. Right here.
Okay.
Yep. Look at the scarring here on this gentleman's cheek. Yeah. So to revert back to what I talked about earlier, is my thing with my own skin and aesthetics has always been texture and scarring. Acne scarring. I've always suffered from acne. And so things like VTech has been incredible for the outcome on a lot of the scarring on my cheeks, on both sides through here. And so we've done a series of microneedling treatments, and then we apply topically. And again, there's off-label procedures too. But our primary focus is just to help you guys incorporate it in the clinic, and then give you all the tools you need to be successful. So,
you know, there's a lot of good stuff in
can
this.
You leave it?
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in this presentations. There's actually a ton of other stuff too to take a look at.
If you want,
I think like some questions, I guess, that I would have that I'm sure. Let's answer some questions for maybe what some viewers may have. Now, if you're somebody that is not a provider and you're just watching this and you're going, what in the heck is VTech? I'm going to say, you're not going to find this on Amazon. You won't find this at Target, and you're not going to be able to find it through some backdoor site somewhere, probably. You know, we're pretty legit. You got to be a provider to be able to purchase this stuff.
Medical provider. You
gotta have a license, yeah. So,
you know, estheticians can offer this within the clinics, but we have to have a medical provider on board. And, you know, the pricing is just the best, you know, and even, you know, we'll lead up to this later.
I can't wait for this one. Yeah,
but here's another highlighted product too. Let's see here if we can kind of put these in
that's one
out there for you guys to see. So we've got a lot to share. You know, there's a lot here.
We got products. Is the ball in there? Is that ball in there?
Yeah.
So the ball is awesome. I wonder if you need to clean it up. I got a rag you can clean it up. Here.
I could give every clinic one product to use post-procedure.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it would definitely be VTech. But if they were looking for something for the patient to go home with.
It's the sweetest thing ever. It's like something you'd see in a superhero movie, but it is an amazing
We're not going to dive into the provider's pricing. You guys are going to have to reach out to us directly to get all that information. And the reason why is because I want to make it fair to those that are going to be offering these treatments within the clinic. You know, again, here's some great before and afters on this one. The scarring.
I should see if it makes a difference if I push the little button for the thing, but I think it's not in this. Oh, there it is.
What do you guys think so far? I hope you're enjoying the show. We're working hard at this. We got a lot of practice, but this is where we're going to start.
There's a little more. You guys can see it without a glare if you want to, but yeah. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful presentation.
This is incredible.
The product is probably the smoothest product I've ever put on my skin.
This is what we call Exotech Gel.
Yeah.
Which is a post-treatment product.
I can't get into it yet.
It's a post-treatment product. That's all I will tell you.
All right.
I'm not going to go into the ingredients because that's going to be just a sneak peek. But even let's put this in the front. so you guys can see it.
And now, guys, if you want to leave something in the comments, if you want to ask some
Ask us
questions.
questions like, where can we go? Who has this? You know, we have providers all throughout the Midwest that we work with personally, and then providers throughout the whole country. We've got representatives in each market that are working, you know, effortlessly to help you guys get the training and hands-on that you needed with all of these procedures. So if you're interested in getting started, just know that we will help give you all the tools that you need, and we will also help with hands-on training, even if it has to be via Zoom because you're outside of our market. We're happy to help get anyone started and send you in the right place. Ooh, that looks kind of cool.
I know it does. Yeah, so, you know, that's just great. I'm so happy to be able to get this out there. But again, if you're anywhere in the United States, reach out, because
the Exo line is incredible, and we have an incredible team. I mean, I have worked with the company. They've been wonderful to work with, totally hands-on with all the providers. And they have these amazing parties in Miami and all throughout the country. So
yeah, Promoitalia.
Let's get you guys started. Hello.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we're gonna wrap this day up with this. This we got another product we're actually gonna put on. Make sure you flip to our next episode. We're gonna go right into it. But we're gonna try to keep these short. We don't want to do full presentations because I know how busy you providers are. Shannon has emphasized a lot to me in the last couple of years how busy you guys are, and trust me, I know. So we don't want to try to keep these more than 10, 15 minutes so that you guys can try to get them watched, have an idea of what we have. And then if you guys want something that's a little more further in depth, you can reach out to Shannon. We'll try to list. I don't even know how this is. This is all new to us here. So hopefully we can figure out how to be able to communicate with all of you guys and get back to you. Shannon's really good at that. I'm sure she'll be able to handle it. I'm going to be a busy bee trying to make sure.
We have a lot to share, you guys. Lots of skin boosters, lots of biostimulators, and lots of regenerative products. And so when I launched microneedling and PRP many years ago, and now PRF, easy PRF in our market, we knew that this was going to be the wave of the future, but we just didn't know when it was coming. And so we're going to go into that in our next episode and kind of share what the last 2 years have looked like in Matt's and I's crazy schedule. So, but thank you for coming. We'll talk to you soon. We'll do some short reels with all these products, show some videos. We'll try to incorporate some videos so that you guys can see the procedures done with microneedling and other types of videos. So hang tight. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.